Yup. Hey, 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 who want me a slipper? TIP, Atlanta Zone King, go to South Shout.
Yeah. Yeah, we up in this motherfucker. Y'all don't even know who we got in the building. Everybody been waiting on this one. But back to it, we STL representatives, baby, all day. If you down with it or you ain't, they can't duplicate what we do. They can't come from where we come from, because this is where the shit all originated. These guys ain't cut from our cloth, because they stopped making our motherfucking fabric. Coming straight out the STL, the rapper, the homie, the funny motherfucker without jokes, for the God Squad, my homie, my dude, Lawrence the King, aka Lawrence motherfucking Jackson. Give it up for the people. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
No problem. So, Lawrence the King,
Yep.
aka Big Lawrence. I call him Little Larry sometimes in the chat room as the, that's the running thing. The chat room goes crazy, but this is Big Lawrence, aka Lawrence the King, Lawrence Jackson. Tell us about you, dog.
All right, so been in Missouri all my life, born and raised. Show me, hey, I show you straight. You hear me? It's all about, saying been here, got brothers here, family here, that's what it is. Shoot, I'm 36 years old.
Mm-hmm.
No kids, just got a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna talk too much about that stuff. You gotta keep things like that private these days. But yeah,
so,
anything else you got to ask? Or you?
Like me and you, we known each other. We used to work together at what was that place over on Capel? I can't even think of the place. And your cousin BJ Brian was also there. We all worked together. And I remember when I got Brian in the league, and I think shortly thereafter he paid for Tark's team. So like I said, this isn't just, we actually know each other. We've hung out, we've talked shit, at work, and all of that good shit. So outside of fantasy football ownership and all the shit, what do you do for a living? What do you do in your spare time?
Shoot, sometimes I dabble in the game and broadcasting and stuff like that. Watching right now, I'm helping my dad watch my sister. You know what I'm saying? Because he work a lot, so he needs somebody to help him. So I'm the one that help him. You know what I'm saying? She only number 5 years old, so gotta be big bro.
Your daddy got a 5-year-old.
Yep.
Damn, daddy,
yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah, he's still out there. Good. Shout out to dad. Shout out
to. You know how that is.
Shout out to Mr. Jackson. So, how long you been in the league? What year did you join the league?
I think, probably 3 years ago.
Was it 3?
4 years ago? 4 years ago,
might have been longer than that. Yeah, about 4 maybe. Yeah, I could say about 19. I think 15, 17, about 18, 19, somewhere in there.
Close to Adrian Peterson going out.
Oh yeah, y'all AP. Hey y'all, if y'all want to know who is the biggest AP fan out there in the business, it is that cat, which is why I wore the purple today, because I remember my guy was an AP guy. And shout out to AP, been a fan of his from day one. So you came into the league, and I think you came in right when we was doing the redraft. Or you might have came in right at Dynasty. So you didn't really get a chance to redraft. So on the Dynasty end, it's a lot of GM work throughout the year. And we're going to talk about some of your GM stuffs in the early ons. But how you feel about how the Dynasty works? Have you gotten past that learning curve?
I don't think I mean, to me, it's more of a how you get things going together. Because it's very hard, especially when you see an injury on your team comes up, and you always got to think, what do I got to have to do to have a backup? and that's one of the most hardest things to do.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's the hardest thing to do. But and I was thinking to myself when I got in, I said, and because at first I thought I was gonna be easy, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I went through that 1 year. I said, well, it's not easy as I thought.
Yeah,
And
that first year.
I think that's the mindset everybody has though. Being
Yeah.
competitive though. Not in a mean way, but just trying to ball with your team.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it's all about, I think, to
I
me.
agree. I remember that first year too. You out there like, dang, these
I,
woo.
I was, yeah, I was making a little. See, my thing was I was trying to trade for value, and I didn't know how good the value was. That
Mm-hmm.
was that's my learning curve that I have. I got a little bit better at now these years.
Uh-huh.
Because at first I didn't know what type of value what things was, so I was going off of me thinking I know what I was doing, but the reconsider of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you gotta have an expectation for the things you trade for. So I
Yeah.
had high expectations, but it just let me down. That was my own faults. You can't never say anything about nobody else's problem but your own.
Right. If you don't go big, I mean, at the end of the day, no risk, no reward. Some risk, some payoff. Some
Exactly.
people, like you came in there one day, and we always, you came in. He said something like, "I want to get Geno Smith," and we, if you're not in the chat room, you need to get in the chat room. It goes down, and the first thing I said was like, "Fuck you, nigga, you ain't gonna get no goddamn Geno Smith." But 6 hours later, it was 6 to 12 hours later. It was do no no do no no,
I was
and
working.
yeah, and I respect that. At the end of the one of the things I respect about you 100%. I respect this shit about you
Mm-hmm.
totally. You know I talk my shit, but you also know me personally. So
Mm-hmm.
you take some of my shit with a grain of salt. But
Yeah,
no
I
matter
do.
what I say is just almost like, anyway, fuck what you talking about, Ira. Anyway, and just kind of, roll with it. And that's mad respect, because at the end of the day, you gonna say, I'm gonna do me, and
Right.
and you don't like it, kick rocks. And this is who I am, and I fucks with that to the T. And mad respect to you, because you that nigga, and you come out, you gonna say fuck you, Ira, and it be what it is. But that Geno
Mm-hmm.
Smith trade, I did not see coming, but you made that shit happen. And those are the GM skills that myself, Roy, Brandon, we see that in you. Now we're gonna talk about some of the early blunder GM moves, and how some of the people feel like you got fucked over on some shit, and how you got fucked over. But now you starting to be your own man, and you starting to run your own team. Not to say you never did, but it's, rumors out there. So, but you like, I'm gonna do this whether you see my vision or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been that way. People that call me crazy on some stuff, but I don't care about what you see. And you like, hey, I'm gonna do me. Watch, I'm gonna
That's
show
all it
y'all.
is.
And you
That
showed me.
you just gotta prove people wrong.
You proved the fuck me wrong, shit. I can tell you that damn much. So, um, you never, like I said, you never got to redraft, but you learned, and you've evolved, and I'm liking the GM that you becoming. So, what's your team's philosophy? How do you view it? Do you like vets, rookies? You like picks? What are you trying to do with your team philosophy?
See, my thing is, cause it hurts me for a long time right now.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I need to be on point with my quarterback skills. I know quarterbacks, but sometimes I think much and highly of them sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Jones, you know what I'm saying? You see, and then I picked up who was the backup zip, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But my thing is, it's very hard because like you got to have I think a very high picks to even try to even grab a quarterback, especially if it's up there type of
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks, because it's not easy. You got to
Okay.
actually have some luck
Mm-hmm.
or know what you're talking about. Me, I go on what I see. I don't try to have no luck about it. I
Mm-hmm.
try to look at them and imagine myself. Not saying I'm in their shoes and anything. Just like look what they think. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean though.
What
Like
decision they will make if I was out
yeah,
there. Because I know you play a lot of Madden.
exactly.
You play a lot of Madden. So you've been
Yes,
in
I
that
do.
quarterback shoes, and you want to see if that quarterback can see the way even on my little computer generated field, because cats that don't play Madden think it's just out there on the screen. No,
Right.
the
They
way
don't know what they're thinking.
yeah, you
You know.
got your mindset is still through that helmet, looking down the field, and you may not see this. But so I know you play a lot of Madden and whatnot. Shout out what's your online handle if anybody want to come see this nigga on Madden?
Lawrence the King one
What platform?
and PS4.
PS4. Okay, y'all want to see Lawrence the
PS4,
King one? He
and
out
I'm
there,
on
he bust
Twitch.
y'all ass.
I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube.
Okay, all right. What's the YouTube handle? And all of Lawrence the King one.
Yes.
Lawrence the King one. All platforms: Twitch, YouTube, PS4. Come holler at him. He'll bust your ass. So, how do you study outside of Madden? Because see, the Madden has evolved from back, and I haven't played for real, consistently for real in probably 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even 8. But the evolution of the game is so more in real in depth. So I know you study on your Madden, and Madden goes up and down with people's attributes and shit like that. But how else do you study?
All right. See, my thing is I'm more of a I'm if you got a good defense, I don't think you need is a good off. I mean, if you got a great defense, you
Mm,
just got to work on your offense. If you get your offense right, you ain't got to worry about your defense, right?
it's true.
So I'm always you see how I draft my defense, right?
You
You
would
gotta say I'm pretty
gotta
good at that.
one thing, and I'm gonna let you finish because I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry.
I know you could. Yeah. I normally try to at least play on defense because if I know I can play on defense, I already know. The only thing I got to worry about is offense. And my
Hmm.
first thing is to think about. So if I know I could beat them on defense, all I gotta do is run the ball, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Because if you don't have a real good quarterback, like all through my years, I didn't really have it like that. So I
true.
always thought about if I can get a good run game, I ain't got
Hmm.
to worry about my quarterback being so bad. Because I have played in games, including you, I had bad offensive games. So
Hmm.
I always thought about if I can just get a good run game, I'm be all right.
Okay.
And I can last in some games instead of always worrying about having that quarterback. But
You
go ahead.
you had over the seasons, and myself, Roy, shout out to Team Commish, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Even though days that you not necessarily in there, you may come up. And one of the things that's always said, even in the rankings crew, throughout the weeks on different shows,
Mm-hmm.
you motherfuckers, y'all have in the Missouri King squad, y'all, it's always a position or two short. Like you go out there put up good numbers, but somebody put up better numbers, or you go out there and have a mediocre game, and then you end up losing about 3, 4 points because they also
Mm-hmm.
had a mediocre game, but their game was less mediocre than yours. You was always have always been right there, and to me, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's over those years, all those first round picks that you lost to certain individuals on shit that we think you got fucked on, and we're gonna get into that later. So on your studies, I hear what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an eclectic thought, and I fucks with it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the tank philosophy? How do you feel about people that tank?
To be honest, I'm not the type of person to tell a person if you want to tank, just do you. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you a grown person, but to me, if you're asking me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a tank guy. I'm always trying to fight every single week.
I
I don't
like
care
that.
if it, and I don't care if I'm not in the playoffs. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
continue to keep playing because I want to try to get better at each game I play.
Talk to him. Cause motherfuckers, we gonna go out there, throw our nuts on the table, and then, hey, whatever
I
happen,
don't
happen.
care.
It's gonna
Yeah,
go
that's all
down.
that matters.
That's what men do. So fuck what y'all talking about. Shout out to Lawrence the King, Big Lawrence. This motherfucker is crazy to me. So
Crazy,
now
crazy.
we going into
Thank you, though.
we going into salary cap soon. Now, you familiar with how that's gonna work, or you got the?
I played a little bit last year. How that
Mm-hmm.
went. Not in this league because y'all first year doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I played in another league. I did okay, I think,
Mm-hmm.
but it just let you know that ain't easy. I tell you that.
Okay.
You
You
got
want
to
to
be
give
in
people
there
some?
looking for what you want.
You want
All
to
right,
give
go
people
ahead,
some
go.
insight?
All right, so if you want something, go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
don't don't. If you're gonna spend big money, spend your money.
Spend your money.
If that's what you want to do. But me, thinking of me, I'm being a backseat. I'm just gonna watch. I
Mm-hmm.
might sneak something here and there. I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
gonna be in the backseat. I'm gonna play my way. That's it.
And see,
Simple as
that's
that.
that's the thing. That's the beauty of the salary cap league. We not only do we GM all year, we still out there looking at college. We still out here looking at who may get
Hmm.
traded, looking at what's going on in the off season, see if we could get some stuff off before ESPN shut down. But
Hmm.
now with the salary cap, it adds that GM onto the end. Do you want to spend big money on this cat that just had a good game? Or is he gonna continue to go? Because see that those days of I lost this week, so I'm low on the waiver wire. That shit is
Hmm.
done. So, like you just said, if you want your dude, go get him.
But
Cause it,
I want to ask one question. So how
hmm?
we going? So if that person got that high value pick, do
Hmm.
that person get a chance to go on them first, or do they keep that person, whoever they pick on?
What you
How they
mean?
going?
You say
So
who?
who
Okay.
got first round pick, right? And that
Hmm.
person pick on that person. Do
Hmm.
they get it? Do they keep that person, or people got chances to get on that? I want to
No,
ask
on
that
the
question.
okay. So on the draft, it's gonna be just like the regular draft. Now we're gonna take
Hmm.
like you would have had the number 4 pick.
Right,
You traded that away.
and
So
you have.
you no longer have the trust. I went out there and I
Hmm.
paid handsomely.
Yes, you
You
did. I
motherfucker.
remember.
I
It
paid
wasn't me.
handsomely. I know it wasn't you. He know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, motherfucker. I paid handsomely for that fucking pick. So,
Did that person say so?
but back to
All
you.
right, all right, go ahead.
You don't have that force no more. So your first pick is probably in the second.
I have two of them though.
So you got 2 seconds. So that's where your pick's gonna land. In the
Hmm.
salary cap, that starts with the free agents. It's not the salary cap has nothing to do with the draft. The salary
Okay.
cap goes with those free agents. And like say we just gonna throw something out there. Adrian Peterson is out there in free agency because he had a bomb ass
Mm,
week. Everybody
right.
got $1,000. How bad do you want Adrian Peterson? All
You
you
already
gotta
know.
do is have him. You gotta want him $1 more than me.
Hmm.
So really think about it. But once your money gone,
You gotta
that's
worry about
it.
that.
And
Yeah.
so it's a happy balance. And I fucks with that. Hey, shout out to the Kings, man. So strength of schedule. You are in the East with myself, Chuck
Oh,
Hogan.
what?
Uh-huh.
Remember, you gave me 2 years. I could dip out. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
you
Out of the
you try,
division. But
okay.
I need somebody to do this with me
Hey,
though.
talk to him.
That's
Go
something.
politic for yourself. Say where you want to go, but your
Uh,
first division pick, your second division pick. Convince somebody to trade with you and come to the East. This your show. Go ahead. Your time. Go.
see, my thing. I don't care where I go. I just want to get a new. This. I just want to jump into another division. Whoever out there want to do it, I'm down to talk. If
Okay.
you want to dip out of there, just let me know.
Mm.
But I'm not scared to stay. I'm gonna put it like that.
What? You not say what?
I'm
You
not
not
scared to stay.
talk to him.
That's all.
Hey, anybody
Hmm.
want to switch divisions with Missouri Kings? Get at myself, get at the commissioner, get at somebody, get at him, and we'll make it happen. So anybody want to get out of their current division, come face the beast in the East, go for it. So there it is. You got it. What we doing now? So again, you in the East.
Hmm.
Strength of schedule matters. And in the East next year, let's say you don't trade out, you got the South coming up, and I think the West. And I think the West will consist of that. No, it won't be the West. I think it'll be the North. So it'll be the South and the North. You got people like Team Commish coming up, Chibo, you City Lions, your cousin Brian.
Hmm.
Then you got People's Champ, you got Broad Street Bullyfoots. the cat that won the league. So next year, strength of schedule gonna be real crazy. You think
Mm.
you got a good enough squad to compete?
I would say at this point,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid,
Mm-hmm.
but I do know I do need some help. What depends how this offseason goes for me.
You know, your
But
team has always been that trade you did for the guy. It was for Walker. It got you Ramondre Stevens and Godwin. That was again GMing at its finest. And this is what I'm saying. See, cats don't see your vision, and a lot of
I
times, a
seen
lot of
that. I seen it coming too, man. I was like, wait a
you.
minute, he's looking real good. I was like, let me go see what I could do about it. And
Mm-hmm.
I just jumped on it. I jumped on it. That's it.
And I fucks with it. And it gave you probably and it probably doubled your score because if Walker was giving out 15, Ramondre and Godwin was giving you 15 each, 14 each. So you pretty much doubled your scoring. Good GM move. We're gonna talk about the McBride move now. The
Mm-hmm.
McBride move, it was not, and this is your opportunity to clear the air. Your
I'm gonna
opportunity.
let you know.
That this is it. So
Do you want
I
me to say?
I'm
You
gonna
ready?
go ahead. Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead.
So I'm looking right. So my sister asked me because she was trying to play what's that Roblox on my phone because she
Roblox.
had
Mhm.
it's a game on a
Oh,
so for
I got a
kids.
7-year-old. Yeah, I'm getting hit for
So
Roblox all the time.
mm-hmm. So yeah, and I walked into the bathroom because like you know how you got the stuff still up there because I ain't slide it down, so
Okay.
I had it up there. So I guess she was so mad or something, and then because I was just looking see if I
Hmm.
wanted to do that trade or something. So I'm just looking. I wasn't about to say anything. I was just going to the bathroom, and I was
Hmm.
coming back. When I came back, I immediately looked. I said, "Wait a minute." Then I looked at my sister. I said, "What you do?" She said, "I don't know. I just got mad." I said, "Okay." So I had to tell what happened, and there you go.
All
But
right.
I think it was something that I think was a maybe a I mean maybe Jesus was talking.
Okay.
He
Okay.
maybe threw
Okay.
me something. He was like, here you go.
Hmm.
You've
Hmm.
been messed up a lot, so I'm gonna help you out. Maybe I got lucky. I
Hmm.
mean,
Little sister GM of the year. Shout out to the 5-year-old GM because she made a move for now. I'm gonna say this. This is to the people. If you're not in the chat group, you're not in the chat group. We saw that.
mm-hmm,
We called Joe's story bullshit. We did.
mm-hmm. I know.
However, now having context that a 5-year-old had your phone, that makes total sense because Mr. Jackson out there still giving it to these motherfuckers that he out there getting this nigga. You 36 with a 5-year-old sister. That shit is wild as hell to me. That motherfucker, hey, Mr. Jackson, you do your thing. So it makes sense now. It's context.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the get to know your owner comes in. This is where those stories, those backstories, when you look at something, be like, yeah, it I see where you're going with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't really that. It's remember what was that in Bad Boys when Martin wife came to the door and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, shit, I know it looked fucked up. I'm half naked." And you then he and then you see the I know what it looked like, and I fucks with you what you thinking about, but it ain't that. And this is
Mm-hmm.
one of those situations. The 5-year-old was just trying to get to her Roblox. I fucks with this is
And
amazing
she
to
got
me.
mad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know how kids do when they get mad, they instantly just blame it on the phone too.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
see, they hit the phone, drop it, kick it, something.
Well, it
Yeah.
ended up working out for you because McBride went off that week. And he's starting to really come up. And it was another fuck up by the world bitches. The world boss, your GM skills are trash, trash,
Wow. Whoa.
trash.
And look, that's when I knew it was a good trade for him because
He thought he
because
got
we both
over.
had the same players though. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He was a right receiver. That he was tight end, my receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So and I picked my dude up out of the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was crazy because he
And
sure thought
he was doing okay,
he
but he ain't
took
have
you
good
to
year.
the Mosey World. He was in there talking like he was like, yeah. And at the end of the day, you end up taking him. So great GM. And this is what I'm talking about. You got to trust your vision. Even
Mm-hmm.
if nobody else see it. Sometimes people out there just hating. sometimes people out there, kind of trying to muddy the waters, just talk their shit. But whatever it is, trust your vision. And I, your G-Man skills is getting better. I see it. Everybody else see it. What are your plans for the future? When you
All right.
see your squad, you like, all right, this is what we need to do. What we got going on?
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm coming in like remember the Titans when Denzel Washington.
Mm,
That's how I'm coming in this year. No playing games. I'm
none.
looking at everything.
Letting
I'm
y'all
looking.
know.
I'm gonna do my own study. My own
Okay.
study. Hey,
Mm.
that's all I gotta say. I'm not
All
gonna say anymore.
right. All right. The plans for the future. He gonna go out there and do it. And he also trying to plan for the future. Dude trying to
And
find another
look,
division. Ah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm on my studies already.
I feel you. I feel you. All right. So okay. So it was said, it was legends, folklore, um, backroom talkings that for a long time, BJ, Brian, aka
Mhm.
U City Lions, was running your team. How much truth is that?
No, I wouldn't say he was running my teams.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you know how family always got each other back though? It's
Yeah.
like you would ask them a question. Even
Mm.
though you ain't gonna probably gonna listen to them, but you ask them like, mm, I think I made that, you ask him like, I think that dude right there look good. Don't what you think? You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. Just poking.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? See, hey, I mean, I kinda like the person you have, bro. What's up? You gonna do something about that? You just ask, You ain't be
Uh-huh.
like, oh, he ain't like no it's what you say goes. And it wasn't none about that. It was always he was asking me like, "Oh, you sure you want?" Because like y'all thought it was
Mm.
y'all think it was always him asking, getting away on me. It was
Uh-huh.
like he was asking me, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I kind of do like it." And then he'd be like, "Oh, you sure?" And I'd be like, "Yes." You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It was never him asking, like telling me, "Oh yeah, just getting away with it." No, it was
Now,
me always running my own squad.
always just running around squad. That's what I
Yes, I was.
Look, yes, he was. He said it. That's where it was. It was a time early on when you first got into the group and you first got into the league. We asked you about a trade. Me, myself, Roy the Room, and
Hmm.
you said something to the effect, "I didn't do that. BJ did that." Do you recall that day?
Yeah,
You do. Could you go ahead and
but
explain
he
that?
ain't do that trade.
Oh,
Like I said, it was an egg stink.
oh, okay. You cleared
He
it up
like
now.
I said, you know how uh, when people ask a question,
Uh huh.
you think it's the best choice for yourself.
Uh huh.
And basically what I'm saying is BJ came with the trade to ask me, and I went with it because I thought it was a good trade for me.
Mm.
It was
BJ,
never it was never him getting away. I keep telling
man,
y'all.
that's that shit. He got away. Then you walked away a couple of times after Mosey Wosley. I'm sorry, you can say you did, but we watched that shit and we were flabbergasted at a lot of these things. So like going into this, so it's like hindsight being 2020. It's you looking back at some things you did that you think maybe that worked out better than what you thought. Things that you did that you was like, damn, I screwed the pooch on that. I shouldn't have did that. What are your hindsights? What do you think about when you were like, damn, I wish I would have?
I would say the most I would say to me that like I said, I came in the league thinking nobody could tell me nothing. I make
Mm-hmm.
this trade and I think things can grow my way. So my first year was the only season that I felt like, oh man, I kind of did mess that up. My own,
Mm-hmm.
nobody else's. And I was like, well, I could have helped that person, like Stephon Diggs. Shout out to
Mm.
Stephon Diggs. That's
Shout
one of my
out to
boys.
Stephon Diggs.
Cause he been doing it for the longest, bro.
Mm.
And that's one of the things I regret. One
Uh,
of them.
Stephon Diggs, he regrets that. I bet you. I would regret it. I
Cause
regret. I
to
still
be honest, I really didn't have a good wide receiver since then, like that.
nah. Come
If you
think
think
about it.
about it.
Now, for you had let me see real quick. You had
Mediocres.
at one point, I'm trying to think. You still got Godwin, but you traded for him. You picked up Wicks.
Hmm.
Wicks is
He
mark.
gonna be something. He
He
gonna be
is.
something, boy. I'm telling you.
If you want to talk later on about a Jordan Love Wicks combo, come on, let your boy what he done. So but
Oh,
no, real spit. You got some pretty
mhm.
decent ones. Kendrick Bourne didn't work out like you wanted him to. Devontae
Nah,
Parker been around the league way too long.
yeah. I mean, I grabbed him just to have something to like. Hey,
Yeah,
maybe he have a week. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be like that.
right.
But
You,
nah,
but I think right now, Ramondre, now you got him like he had an injury this year and things of that nature. But that very first year you got him, he was out there balling for you. This year he
mm,
averaged 13, 14 points a game, but he didn't have a whole lot of games in.
mm-hmm.
Wicks, that pickup,
Thank you,
beautiful.
thank you.
God, when you still got the trade, he not doing like he did last year, but
Hey,
he
hey,
still kicked up.
I want to say this.
Uh,
Hey, if anybody want to trade for God, will let me know.
hey,
Yeah, you
throwing it
gotta make
out
a good
there.
deal though. Good
He,
deal though.
he not going for the
A
bullshit,
wide
y'all.
receiver for another wide receiver. Or we might go run it back. We'll see. We'll see.
Come holler at my boy. His office is open. If you're not in the league, get him in the ESPN app and the WhatsApp, and then the Google chat. He in all three of them. Fuck with him
Mm-hmm.
on his Twitch again. Lawrence the King one, Twitch, YouTube. What's the other one?
Twitch and YouTube
Twitch and YouTube. So
on my PS4 or
and the
PS4.
PS4. Yeah, he gonna bust y'all ass. I want to get into these divisions, dog.
Let's do it.
I want to know what your thoughts. We gonna start in the South.
Mm-hmm.
Team commish
Mm-hmm.
thoughts.
Like what you mean by that? Like
What do you think about? What do you think about their team, their squad? What are your thoughts on the King?
when I like for just the whole season or just the
You-
team period.
The team period.
I think they got a very good squad though. But he kind of came in low ball at the end.
Tell
And
them this.
I'm
Tell them.
still a little question about you and him getting that championship.
Wow, that's crazy. You
I'm cause question might have won first. I mean, that was
oh,
about.
talk that shit to him.
I
So
was
you
just
see,
saying, hey, whoever win that game first, right? But
I
hey,
I
in
hear you.
between y'all two, you heard? In between y'all two, hey,
I
y'all
hear you.
both men. So hey, I'm gonna leave that part alone.
Fine.
Just saying what I thought. That's my
This
thoughts.
is telling you what he think, nigga.
I'm entitled to my own opinion.
He's entitled to his own opinion, nigga.
All
He
right, what
talking
else
to
you got?
you.
So low, like
He
I said,
talking to you.
so his last season,
Yeah.
he kind of
Mm.
fell short. Did
He
he?
kind of fell short.
But what I would say, he do have a good squad. If you
Mm.
ask me, he's know what he's doing. I will say that
He knows
he
what he's
knows.
doing. Does he? I guess.
He's a pretty good GM. I would say so. To my opinion, I think he's a good one. I think he's good at it.
I
He's
fucks
good
with
at baiting people into stuff too.
it. Ooh. Tell
But
me more.
not I mean what I mean by baiting, he has good players for to be traded. To be traded, he has good players. So
Mm-hmm.
people looking to look for his players sometimes. But
Bet.
the thing is, your you gotta have your spot to say, I'm not gonna trade for this much.
Mm.
That was my decision. I think I traded too much because I actually could have got the other Vikings running back. Remember that? We still got him.
Yeah, I still
I could have got him. Remember that first when we got that? Because I was trying
Madison,
to get that one in
yeah,
too.
he was. You a
But he got
motherfucker, boy.
away.
He did,
Man,
and you
it
know
happens. It
it does.
happens.
So this is what I'm saying. This is why I do these segments because get to know the owner really gets people in the I can see where a motherfucker was thinking on that, even though I didn't see it at the time. Oh, when you put it like that, that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. And their mindset, what drives them, where they, all that type shit. But I forgot about that Madison shit. So shout out to you, big arms.
Hey, I was just, but last year trade, I think I put it to me. I think I could have hold a little back on the pick, if you know what I mean.
I
Because
know what you
after
mean.
he got traded, it was all bad here down there. I
We
could have
all
just
know what
waited.
you mean.
I could have waited.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hey, like I
Ted
said,
Bundy. I mean, Team Commish. Shout out to you. Uh,
wait, what name was Bundy? All right, go ahead.
Next up, second place in the division, second place in the league. U City Lions, your cousin BJ.
All right. I must say that was a crazy trade, man. That I think that was the biggest trade of
What, the
from
CMC trade?
yes, I think that was the biggest trade, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But he still fell short. I said, wait a minute, bro. How you? But you had the best squad, bro. You had the best squad. That's all
he
I'm saying.
he did lead the league in scoring. He did win the bragging rights championship, but he just fell short of the. Okay, so I want to talk about this now. This is your
Go ahead.
cousin, right? You
Yes.
you know him better than everybody else in the league.
Yes,
And
I
this
do.
is, I've been accused of leading witnesses and leading. I'm going to say
Go ahead.
this. Do you know why he didn't start Najee in the championship game?
To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't say nothing to him, but I did see it. But I didn't ask him about it. I didn't.
Why do you think he did it? Why do you think he did not start Najee?
To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
he probably was. To my opinion, I'm thinking what he was thinking. Najee has been kind of blowing it. If you
Mm.
think about it, he has. So
Mm.
Warren, he was actually doing too.
Warren was, so you think, you haven't talked to him, but this is
I
based on
have not talked to him about
your
that. Not at
knowledge of
all.
him and how you think he thinks that he did not believe in Najee.
I mean, we all have that though. We
Mm-hmm.
all had that in our own teammates. We were like, well, he was doing good this week, and then he didn't do good last. Just like put this from member, it was a chance for me to get to the playoffs when I was playing against you.
I remember
And
that.
if I would have put in Gino, I would have
Gino,
won.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I put him in, I would have won that.
Yeah.
That was a good 30
See,
something points in.
mm-hmm. So I just wanted to make sure I'm understanding. I get a direct answer on the question. You feel that he didn't believe in Najee, so that's why you put him on the bench.
I'm just saying, I don't think what he was thinking. I'm talking about what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
If
thinking like a real GM. Like
mm-hmm.
if that person ain't play that good last 2 weeks or something,
Mm-hmm.
and the other person that was backup behind him
Been doing
playing
better,
good, sometimes you make those choices. They call being a GM anyway. If you ain't a head coach,
right?
why are you in here?
Yeah. If you're not a head coach, why you in here? Talk to him. Tell him again.
If you
Yeah.
not a head coach, why are you in this league stuff? You're not.
And at the end of the day, the coach takes the brunt. The wins, if they do well, it's
And the
on the coach.
losses.
And if it's on the losses, it's bad for the coach, bad culture. Bad coaching, motherfuckers. So we move on to Chibo Burgers. What are your thoughts on the burgers?
Every time I look at his name, it makes me think about burgers. But but yeah, I pass all that. But I, I keep thinking, because at one point I thought he was the best team.
He
You know,
was.
2 years ago, I was like, he's real good at what he do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the
I mean,
burgers.
but it's always injury, bro. It's gonna hurt everybody. So I think it's all depends on how good your team doing week by week. So you can't never count like, oh, we had the bad week, but sometimes a person get injured, they come back the next week. So sometimes you have to just think. Sometimes you got to think on your feet quick too.
Got to.
Sometimes you do. It's like a whole week, and then be like, "Oh, wait, he out." You have a lot of everything questionable, and then
Right.
you got to think very quick on your feet. That's
Right.
one thing I noticed because at first, I mean, I would think to anybody, if you first start playing in this league stuff, I mean, just not just the 1 year stuff, take that out the way. I'm talking
Right. Get
about
about the
the
dynasty.
dynasty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep thinking. You cannot stop thinking because the minute you do that, the worse your team gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Even though if it's like you asked earlier, you would ask me about do I like vets and do I like young or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a person. He got to catch my eye.
Okay.
If that's answering your question from earlier,
It does.
he got to catch my eye. I don't care if you young or old.
Right.
But as you said, this is still a dynasty. So you gotta think about that. Like, are
Mm-hmm.
you gonna keep that young person? I mean, keep that old person, or are you gonna try to get rid of? I ain't
Right.
saying the people I have are very old. I have pretty much young players on my team.
You actually do. You have a really nice mixture. Um, and I get that, and it does make sense. Again, it's why we do it so people can see the vision, and you can't come to me with some. If you don't pass, Brandon used to talk about the eye test. If you don't, your guy doesn't pass my eye test. I don't care if he's
Mm-hmm.
young or old. You can give me, he's supposed to be the next best rookie out the thing. I don't see it.
Right.
Or they probably thinking that this guy's out the pasture and whatnot. Be like, I think he got another championship year in him.
But
And it's
people
mm,
and some people are biased too. There
mm,
are some biased people. I mean, sometimes I could be a little biased, but I'm not gonna say who it is or who I be like AP. That's the only person
that
I'm
was
pretty
one. That's
biased.
the one person that I could think that you was like rocking in on,
But was
regardless.
he going? He
He
was
was
going when I
going,
had him.
yeah. When he was going, you had him, and he was doing his thing. And that's what I said. At the end of the day, you gonna be unapologetically you. You gonna be unapologetically the GM, and you gonna run the Missouri Kings the way you see
Mhm.
fit. And I fucks with that the long way. So we go over to Lennox, the world boss, your boy Lennox.
Hey, shout out to Lennox though. Hey, my nigga, he's the champ for real.
Mm,
How many times he won?
twice.
hey, hey, he's a champ, bro. And shout out to everybody that did win one. I'm put it like that.
Hmm.
But he's the real champ. When I first got in the league, he was the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout
Was he not?
out.
Was he not?
I'm not. I can't front. You are absolutely correct. Shout out to the world bitch. I mean, world bosses, and they fucks with you. At the end of the day, he has his resume is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot deny him that. And I try to be fair and balanced on the show. Sometimes they say I'm not, but his resume, the bomb shit. True
Mm.
enough. Just
Hey,
he do
he do
some
his
hoe shit
thing.
sometimes.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, to a person that I mean, to me, he ain't did nothing wrong to me though. I would say that. Yeah,
Nah,
you know,
he, nah,
he always been okay with me.
he already, you've been okay with him, world boss. The Broad Street Bullyfoots, the champion over in the north.
Woo. He had some tough years, though. I tell you that. But he pulled it through. Shout
He
out to
said,
the champ.
shout out to the Bullyfoots. He said you had some tough years, nigga, but you crawled and scratched your way to the top. So
You
shout
have
out to
to
the
see.
champions. He is still the champions, Bullyfoots, but he did have some tough years.
Yeah, it is. Got to crawl before you walk. You said.
Yeah, you got to cry when you walk. You a funny
Hey, when you
motherfucker.
start off as a baby, you get to a grown up baby.
Mm-hmm. But it's the North Pole got your butt cold, sitting on top of the world. You up there at the
Man,
championship. You got the third place people, the people's champ, Brandon.
he's a pretty cool guy, and I think I'm. Well, he's at. He
He
was
was
at
at
the
the
draft
draft
party
party.
too, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I was right beside him. Wasn't I? That was him,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, he's a real cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing a little too much though. He had the phone, he had the laptop. I said, man, I was looking at his stuff. You peek on, you like,
Oh shit! That's
I was though, Hey,
uh-huh.
but we all do the same progress, so I'm just looking.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm just looking.
Speaking of the draft party,
Mm-hmm.
it was said that you said, "Damn, I got drafted by myself this time." Did that happen or did it not?
What you mean?
Did you say it? I'm
Said what?
damn. I got a draft by myself this time. Did you say that to the draft party?
No, I wouldn't say that. I
What
mean,
you
I
say?
kind of said that, but it wasn't like you think it was. It was just like having an extra head to think with me. You know what I'm saying? What can
Mm,
I do? I
that extra
mean,
head.
cause just cause I mean, I had other brothers that helped me. It's not
Mm.
BJ.
I didn't
BJ
say it
don't.
was.
I
I,
mean, people always think what BJ think. Like when BJ say something, it's always what he do. You know, it's not
okay.
what he do for me.
I'm
I
listening.
ask, I got other family.
Mm-hmm.
I was always around my brothers
Okay.
all through my years, so we always lived together.
But it
And you
might have,
could,
you might not have remembered you said, but something along those lines, you probably thought it in your mind. Just was, okay.
I was just thinking, cause like BJ over there, and I'm thinking to
Mm-hmm.
myself, I gotta draft by myself, cause I
Mm-hmm.
normally ask my brothers
What you
to
think?
have an extra head to see what I can get in that draft.
Okay.
Cause like remember this first time I've been to a draft,
To the draft party, yeah.
like for example, a dynasty thing.
Right.
Cause I normally do the 1 year out thing.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Okay.
that was I had
Again,
to think.
stuff context. This is where getting to know the owner, you get context. So
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. Yeah. Uh, the Black Republicans, Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Black Republic. Eh, he right there where I'm at. He always getting there, but he come up short.
Mm-hmm.
No, they not. And see me, I'm not gonna throw no punches on anybody's team. I'm not gonna be that guy.
You don't have to. You both went 5-9 this year. I think I want to say 5-9. He was 6-8 last year, and 2 years ago, I believe you were 6-8, and he was 2-12. Outside of 21, yeah, y'all pretty much been right there on top of each other. Back and forth. I want to say score wise, you guys are right next to each other. You scored 258. He scored 2,586. He scored 2,497. Less than 100 points difference betwixt the two of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I get it. I dig what you're saying. But go on. I'm sorry.
Oh shoot. He's pretty good. I mean, see. I'm not gonna bash nobody though.
I
To be
understand.
honest,
That's not your
but
thing,
nobody.
man.
If no, it's not a thing I like to do. I like to
Right.
give people respect though.
I fucks with
So,
that. I
but
don't.
I want to tell you this right now.
Uh huh.
I don't like that name, Lil Larry. I
I,
don't.
I,
I'm gonna let you know.
All right,
I
listen.
know.
On the thing for the people right now, for everybody to know, I'm no longer calling Big Lawrence Little Larry chat room or none of that shit. It's just gonna be Big Lawrence, or I call him Lawrence, or whatever the fuck he want to be called. So I'm saying it out here for the people. I'm saying it right here for you. I'm
I
saying it right
appreciate
here
it.
for y'all.
And
The nigga
I
don't like to
and
be
look,
called Little Larry. I
I
fucks with the nigga shit.
and the only reason I always get mad about it because and I keep thinking. I mean, I know he always try to bash, but I keep thinking I just don't like the name. I
Just
just
don't like it.
prefer the name. It
I
don't
fucks
even
with it.
it's just like just call me by my government name. If you want me to call you by your real name, I will call you by your real name.
I
I
hate my
have a
name.
whole name. I
I feel
mean,
you.
but
You
you
are
see what I
absolutely
mean.
correct.
And I'm like, who the heck think about this Larry stuff? Because I have literally have the same name as the commissioner.
Yeah. Shout out to Lawrence Hogan. So New York City Matrix. What are your thoughts?
We got a pretty decent squad. Like I said,
Lies. You're not out here to bash nobody, man. You
see,
see
I'm
you
not.
that's fine. So we gonna move on. I ain't even gonna shout out to said. I fucks what you said the homie. That work. That work has been winning the West for years. He went 11-3. I want to say he lost. I think he got the fourth place.
Yeah, it was fourth place. I would like to, yeah, I would like to pick his brain how he be thinking. 'Cause he be thinking some good stuff, man. I would like to, you know, get on that little playing field so I could start getting my little run to the little playoffs. I just want to get a chance to get there.
I feel you. I feel you. I think you
And
want you.
I just
We
keep
think
falling
you on your
short.
way.
That's it.
Yeah.
I just falling short.
Gronk. Gronk is I think Gronk was like fifth somewhere in there. But what you think
Mm.
about the Grunt?
Oh man, I have a story for you, bro.
Oh, I love story time. Go.
So look, he. Hold on. Can I can slide up, right? Hold on, let me
Mm-hmm.
see something. I want to show you what he said. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on,
Mm-hmm.
this dude. He said the craziest stuff. I said, wait a minute, dude. I ain't that person, buddy. I'm not that person.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, I'm almost there. I'm
Well,
about to
take
get
your
there.
time. This show world, your show.
All right. Where is that? All right, so this what happened, right?
All right, y'all.
Hold on. All right. All right, this what it said. I mean, I don't want to get in too much into it, right? I ain't gonna
Okay.
put out everything you put down. So I said, hold on, let me make sure what I'm talking about. Hold on. All right, I said,
That's why I
because
love
after
these
he beat me,
interviews, y'all.
it was a game when he beat me, right?
Right.
I don't think he beat me or won something like that. I just said GG Grunt, right? He
Uh-huh.
said, "Hey, lots of time." He said, "Hey, lots of time left, my friend. You never know in FF." I said, a lot of people don't know each other. So, and look, am I right though? A lot of people don't know each other, right?
That's why we doing these interviews. That's why we
Right.
invite people out to the draft party.
All right. So this what he said after that. He said, that's true. Take take it. You're not from St. Louis too. I said, yeah, I am from what I am talking about. Right.
Yeah.
But I always say, I mean, it said SCL on my stuff, right? So basically, I'm from there, right?
Okay. Duh.
So, and he said, and then, because I thought he was trying to say something crazy. So
Okay.
I said, and he said, sorry, buddy. I mistood. Good game, by the way. And the only thing I said was good game, Gronk. He got all of that big stuff. I said, what?
Ah,
So
ah,
that's what I got from that.
mm.
I was like, wait a minute, dude. I ain't did nothing to you. If you
Uh,
want to do something, we could handle something. you know?
Brandon is a good dude. Shout out to the Gronk. I think it's a lot of stuff getting lost in interpretation
Mm-hmm.
along the lines of a text or whatnot. But I don't
Yeah,
know. So
that's cool. Yeah.
next up we got Hurricane Walker. Hurricane Walker was a rookie this year.
He was a
Know
rookie
you.
this year, wasn't he?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know
He
you remember
got
your
he
rookie year.
man. To be honest, he actually did pretty good.
I think he did.
I was like, dang, I thought he was gonna be like, man, shout out to but no, I ain't gonna say that. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean everybody had that year, man. You know?
Hmm.
Gotta reach. Gotta reach for something. Can't be reached for nothing.
Got to. So next up we got the El Patrons. They got the worst record in the league and the number one pick.
Hey man, listen. Hey, keep your head up. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep your head up.
Oh
Cause I
man.
for dang sure ain't gonna be no person at the last.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to have
Mm-mm.
a real bad year. Cause I'm always fighting. I'll tell you
Always
that.
fight. Shout out to the niggas that's always fighting and not them hoes that's laying down.
Well,
Uh
I ain't got nothing against.
I do. So we move over to our division. You got the new North Side is in first place in the division.
All right. So he's good. I ain't got nothing to him, towards him, nothing like that. So I'm gonna say it ain't gonna be every year you're gonna be at top, or you. It might be me.
Damn. It was one year. It was one year you was creeping on a come up, and we both was looking. Me and Chuck didn't say nothing. We didn't even speak.
I know. I know. I
You was
was.
creeping on a come up,
Uh,
and it just fell short.
mm-hmm.
Just I think that was the 6-9 year, and you lost some close ones outside of division, and you
Short ones too.
yeah.
These about 3 points
You
coming.
was 2 games and you went into division either a little too early or you turned on the two. It's I remember that, but that was the six
Mm-hmm.
and nine year. But speaking of me, the ass kickers, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. You got lucky. I'm gonna say that. You got lucky by
Wow, he
getting
got lucky.
past
That's
me.
why he's
If
coming
I
out.
had Gino in that lineup, man, it could have been different. Could have
It
been a
could have
different
been.
story.
It would have that game. And as you can go keep talking, I'm gonna pull that one up.
Go ahead. All right, so I'm thinking to myself, cause like it was like very, cause it was a Thursday night game. I remember that it was a
Mhm,
Thursday night game. And I'm thinking to myself before the game came up, I was calling my brothers, and I'm thinking to myself, cause last week Geno Smith had a bad week. Remember, it
mhm.
was the week before he played in that Thursday night game,
Right.
and I'm thinking to myself, this was a little bit quick because he played, I think, on a Sunday. It was a Sunday game he played, I think. And I'm
Mhm,
thinking to myself, because it said questionable. So I told myself, I might have to put in Jones because
mhm.
what if I put him out? I mean, I put Gino in and he gonna be out because they were thinking about putting another quarterback.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, it moved quick. See, like I said, you have to think on your feet. And
Gotcha.
I made a bad call.
It was week 13.
Mm-hmm.
Week 13. Hubbard went off for 26. McBride, thank your sister. You better get her a good birthday present. McBride went off for
You already know.
25. New England defense get you for 12, and you lost that game. I had a horrible game, 179, but you
Mm-hmm.
also lost that game because you scored 166. Gino in that spot automatically catapults you past me,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's why we say a lot of it comes down to coaching, and
Mm-hmm.
you get to the sometimes so it is what it is. Next up is you. What are your thoughts on you?
As I said before, I'm
Mm-hmm.
coming in like remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm not
Very
looking
point,
for
but.
no water boy stuff. I'm not looking for that type of games. I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for me thinking how I like it, and that's how it's gonna go down. That's
Okay,
it. If
I
I don't
dig
like the
that.
person I have on
Mm-hmm.
my team, I'm gonna take them out. But my thing is, I'm gonna do it by week. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's everybody mindset.
Should be for the most part.
Yeah.
Lastly, Sparks Bucks, aka Lord Hate.
Now, I wish we had a boy back in there, a white boy. I like my
Whoa!
boy Shine, man. I
Yo!
like my boy Shine, man.
Sean! Yo! Yo!
He 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 has that dog. I mean, but don't get me wrong. Sparks is a good team. He's a good coach too. He
Mm,
surprised the heck out of me. I would say
okay.
because you know how you just get in there and you just think like this dude ain't gonna be that good, so
Mm-hmm.
I can just nitpick off of him.
Right.
Just I'm gonna play better than when he played me. But it
Right.
was not that year for me. I was like, whoa, he's actually pretty good. He picks his
Mm-hmm.
good players. So I ain't got nothing towards. Like I said, I'm not a person that bashes people. I'm
I
I'm
see.
looking for the best for them. But hey, if you're your week to play against me, I'm sorry. I'm looking for me. That's
You
it.
looking for me. How many years you think you away from a chip?
Hmm. Right now, this year is my point to kind of push for what
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's like right if you know how you it's like playing bowling with the bumpers.
Uh-huh. Bowling with the bumpers. Got it.
That's how my first year felt. And as I learned through all these 4 years, I kind of had to tell myself I need to take off the bumpers and try to think, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, I'm been just you're like weeks like late of the weeks away. It's not even how I start or finish. Cause I could
Mm-hmm.
have a bad start, and we done all seen that. And
Right.
I still almost came through.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Mm-hmm.
year I played, I would
So
say that.
like right now, I'm looking at your squad.
All right. So let me
Mm-hmm.
say, I think I am probably 3 years away from getting chipped.
3 years. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. So I'm looking at your squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, your current starting quarterback is Geno. Do you see him starting for you next year?
Um, so far, yes. For
Okay.
this year, yes. I'm not gonna say for next year.
Hmm.
It depends. Cause did Pete Carroll get fired or something? Oh, he's
Yes,
still there.
Pete Carroll's gone.
So I must have to look at this year first,
I
and
mean,
then
you
I'm a
still have Zappy and Mac Jones, but I mean,
yeah. See,
yeah.
you see what I'm on. So I mean, you could say what you know. I ain't saying because I think New England might surprise this year.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. I think after they get rid of, the shout out to the GOAT, shout out to the old ring guy, you know what I mean? Shout out to him. He's a tough nail to crack, I'll tell you
Okay.
that. He's a very good coach. Wherever you
Um,
go, God bless him.
you got two running backs. You got Chuba Hubbard and Ramondre Stevens. Ramondre didn't have his he didn't even bust 200 fantasy points. This is what Chuba Hubbard did. He got 210. But Ramondre averaged 14 a game when he was playing, but he just got injured. And then right after that, you got the rookie Devontae Wicks. Are they what you plan on? Are those staples in your roster later on?
I will say this. I think all three of them, as you called them,
Hmm.
they will be. I'm looking forward for them because I think both of them, Chilber and Stevenson, might have a better year than what they did last year. Even Stevenson best year, I think gonna have better.
Hmm.
And Wicks, look out for him probably being number 2 or 1.
You think he number 2 or 1 on Green Bay's wide receiver pecking
I
order?
know he's gonna be
I
that
hear they
slot
got a
best
good
person.
quarterback.
We gonna keep putting him out there.
I'm saying, I'm reporting the news, my brother. I
Yes,
hear you got a
he
good
do. He
quarterback.
do.
Now,
He love. I ain't got number love for love.
I feel you. Trey McBride. Now, McBride, we talked about the controversial trade. Sister, 5-year old,
Mm-hmm.
GM mine, fucks with it.
Mm-hmm.
McBride got over 200 points this year for a tight end. I want to
Mm-hmm.
say he finished the season a top 10 tight end, number 7, at 12 points a game.
He gonna be a top 5 this year.
Okay. Yeah,
Gonna be
top
top
5.
5. And
All
he,
right.
he got his quarterback. He got a
He does.
quarterback back.
I'm not a Murray fan like that.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know how,
I think they're going
you
quarterback
gotta
this
have
year.
that relationship. You know what I'm
You
saying?
do.
You
You
can't
do.
just willy nilly.
You
Just like
do.
they had that backup quarterback. He was on the bandwagon of that, but he
Hmm.
like he started throwing to the other person when I traded for the tight end. You know what I'm saying? Williams. He
Hmm.
was starting to get on him a little bit. So
I mean, like McBride got 23 points against the San Francisco defense, 25 points against the Pittsburgh defense,
mm-hmm,
28 points against a Baltimore defense. That's He got 11 points on a Philly defense. That's phenomenal.
mm-hmm,
McBride is so I'm looking at your two flex spots. That's what's busting
mm-hmm,
your ass. You got Bourne and Devontae Parker, and on the bench, Dalvin Cook didn't come through for you. Sky Moore didn't
mm-hmm,
sky for you. Lazard, it just those other Jamal Williams, he
yeah,
didn't have the year that he did before when he was in Detroit. So you got a great starting lineup. It's that those two
mm-hmm,
flex spots that, in my opinion, that's killing you because you averaging 198 a game,
mm-hmm,
198 a game,
right.
and with two trash flex spots. If you get 10 points from either one of those, just two flex spots to get you 10 points each, and everybody else doing the same thing, you jump up to shit 219, 218, 217 average. And now you in the mix.
Mm-hmm,
Now you in the mix. Now you part of those 8 teams fighting for those 4 slots.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to fix those two flex spots. This is where I'm looking at your defenses. I mean, you might start doing some different stuff with Aaron Donald because you know, then you got
I
Thibodeau.
mean, to be honest, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep it real funky.
Mm-hmm.
You can always find a DT, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just holding in because he's earned Donald.
he's
You
Aaron
feel
Donald.
me?
Yeah, I feel you. I
That's
feel you.
all.
And not to say that Aaron, he didn't get bad numbers this year.
He
He was
didn't,
I think
but who knows
he
how
was
long he
outside the
gonna
top
be?
10. He was 12. So I mean, you get 6 points. He got every 5.8. You get six and a half from your defensive tackle a game. You can sleep with that.
Yeah, I'm normally always sleeping on them. On To be honest, to me, I always had that little mixture on my DTs and DEs. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm always I'm trying to I'm always doing that. Are you always notice that's what I always do,
I
especially when it comes to the ends, especially.
Yeah, you had a top 10 punter, top 5 kicker, top 10 at number 8 safety. Your linebacker was top 5 TJ Edwards. Your
Mm-hmm.
defense is great. It's honestly what's really, in my opinion, what I see that's keeping you really out that mix is those two flex spots because you averaging 200 points with what you have.
Just wait till this off season. Who knows what's
Hmm.
gonna happen this year? You heard?
Right,
I
because I'm
might I
looking at
might I might grab some out the draft. You
you
know
might
what I'm
grab some
saying?
out the draft. You might
Who
fix
knows?
because
I
one of
might
the
make a
flex
trade.
spots, like you got Devontae Park, he got you 6, but then you turn around, you got Wicks that got you 8. If Wicks goes up to the number 1 or number 2, that 8 could easily be 16,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a good flex spot out of free agency or out the draft to get you from 6 to 12. Now we talking different shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
I'm, I'm always looking. That's just believe that I'm always looking for something.
I rocks with that. I likes that. So before we get out, this is your time.
Hold on,
Talk
boo.
to the
Hold
people.
on.
I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm just gonna say this. People never underestimate anybody. I'm put it
Mm-hmm.
simple as that. Cause people sleeps on people, and you in this league you can't sleep on nobody.
Nah.
Cause people always thought like they like Lawrence don't be doing nothing. Have you seen me in that mug? I'm
Mm-hmm.
always looking for something every week.
You and Team Commish probably do more moves than anybody. You always
Hey, he
moving,
think
you
like me.
always shaking.
I'm always looking for something.
I
Always.
fucks with that. So before we kill the people, this is your monologue. Tell the people what you want to say on your way out.
All right. I'm gonna say this. I'm not saying I'm gonna get this chip this year or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't sleep on me if I'm not gonna be in that playoff.
Right.
Just I'm keep it simple as that. I'm keeping it 100. Don't
I hear
sleep
you.
on me if I. Don't be surprised if I get there. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
surprised.
All you need to do is
Cause
get there. I'm gonna tell you a little stat.
mm-hmm.
The two rings your boy world boss Links got, he got both of those 8-6 with a record of 8-6 as a wild card team. I want to say he was the sixth and the fifth seed,
Mm-hmm.
and he got two
Okay.
rings. All you got to do is get into the dance.
That's all I think about.
Once you
Keep
in the
thinking to
dance,
myself.
it's you. I always feel like this. Once you in the dance, it's yours to lose. So all you got to do is
Mm-hmm.
get an invite.
Yep.
Once you in the door, you good. So I'm
Hey,
sorry.
hey,
Go ahead. Talk to the people.
all right. So, have you ever thought, like you just said, have you ever thought, like, you notice, like, even I'm not in the playoffs, right?
Hmm.
I'm always one of them top teams at the bottom. Put it like that. I
I
don't
hear
care
what
if
you're saying.
they not trying to play or do try to play. I'm always and look, and I put in big numbers too.
You set
Put it
up your
like that.
lineup. Even in the
I set
losers
my line,
bracket, you have to put up big numbers.
and I do put up big numbers back there. So my resume, when I get to the playoffs, it might just be right there too. So
I
I'm
look
just gonna
forward to
keep it
you
right
getting
there.
the ring. I look forward to being able to see you in the championship, see you at the draft party. Showing off your ring. Like I was the first one with a
Mm-hmm.
custom ring and Brian brought his ring, now
Mm.
we brought in belts into the situation. So cats really be out there flexing
Hmm.
at the draft party. So you don't want to come
You
in that
see what I
motherfucker.
did too. You see what I did. I had to touch a
Uh-huh.
ring. I had
Yeah.
to. I was like, hey, let me
And
touch that
then
mother
I
real
know
quick.
you get sick of seeing
Had to feel
motherfuckers in
something.
there flexing and this, that, and other. Be like, I'm
They
gonna
were
be up
flexing
there
hard
one
too.
day. Don't
That's
even
why.
worry
Did I
about
say
it.
that? Did I say
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
I
yeah.
always kept it 100. I ain't saying I'm going to win. That's my mindset. My
I look
mindset.
forward to you
I
having a seat
know
at
I
the
can win.
table. Look
Appreciate
forward.
that.
So this really me saying it's been a good
Hold on.
interview, man.
Whoa,
Very
whoa, 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 whoa.
please.
Wait. One thing. Don't take it disrespectful when I did make them raps. It was just.
That was us
It
talking
was
shit.
just. We were just talking, bro.
We're just
And
talking
that
shit.
not
They
bad, wasn't it
they
though?
liked it. They liked the shit.
Cause
I was
I can rap, I can
it
freestyle, man. It
was
was just off the
you
head,
want to
man.
hit him with something, dog? Go ahead.
All right, a little freestyle, a little something. Don't try to stop me. I'm on the way. If you don't believe me, this is what I say.
Mm.
Never count me out. Cause one day I'm gonna show you a ring, and I'm gonna always be there.
Talk to
That's
him
it.
one time.
That's
Bars,
it.
bitch. Hey, this
And
has
that's
been
just thinking.
enlightening,
Thank you.
entertaining, and a whole lot of motherfucking fun. It was cool to get the motherfuckers to know the motherfucker that I know. We laughed with, talk shit at work.
Mm.
Shout out on behalf of Lawrence Jackson, aka STL Kings One, on
Can,
Twitch, on
can I get one?
YouTube, and
And one more thing.
PS4.
One more thing. Love Jesus, bro. That's I always keep Jesus up there
Always keep Jesus in your
because
heart.
he sacrificed our sins for him. For him, we not would be here. And I
Talk
would
to
like to say amen to that.
Amen, brother.
Mm-hmm.
On behalf of myself,
Mm-hmm.
the King's organization, the show, I want to say peace. Holla at you.
You too. Thank you.